ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ ಹರಿ ಓಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣೇಶಾಯ ನಮಃ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರಿ ದಂಬೆ ಪುಣಚ. So, we were seeing a broad outline of Vedanta. Yesterday we started, today is the second session. We had seen Brahma Vidya, what it means. It is to know the Brahman, that is the all pervading, universal, final truth or Sat Chit Ananda, that is pervading or that is present in every being, in the whole Srishti. So, to know its Swarupa, etc., it is Brahma Vidya, the knowledge of that. Second, today we are seeing, and in the first, what we saw, if we realize or if we cognize what is Brahman, we will be devoid. We will be devoid of all miseries and calamities which we suffer in our day-to-day life, because we cognize that we are that Brahman and not this body, senses or prana. So miseries all come when we think we are this body, senses and prana. Otherwise, we are only the witness. If we cognize that, then we will just witness whatever happens. Only those senses, body, they are acting upon with the concerned matters, Vishayas. So, that is Brahma Vidya. Next, Brahman, that's second word here to be explained. Brahman means that entity which exists eternally, absolutely pure, in the essential nature of a pure consciousness, endowed with an essence of being which is not susceptible or vulnerable to any subjugation or bondage whatsoever. So, what is Brahman? It is an entity, it is that Tattva which exists eternally. It is Alaukika Tattva, you can say, or Sanatana Tattva, absolutely pure, Vishuddha Tattva. It is the Paramashuddha, Paripurna Tattva in the essential nature of pure consciousness. So, Prajnanam Brahma, pure consciousness. Pure consciousness means Prajnana. That is only Brahma. AyamAtma Brahma, Tattvamasi, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. These are the four Mahavakyas. Prajnanam Brahma from Aitareya Upanishad of Rigveda. Aham Brahmasmi is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad of Shukla Yajurveda. Tattvamasi, Samaveda Chandogya. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, that is from Atharva Veda. So, all these are telling the nature of Brahman. So, the essential nature of pure consciousness, endowed with an essence of being which is not susceptible or vulnerable to any subjugation, that is Nirvikari, Avinashi, or bondage, no attachment, Asanga, without any attachments. There is no object or thing that is not known by this reality. So, it is Sarvajna or reality or entity. It knows everything. There is no force or energy that is not to be found in this entity, Sarva Shakta. All kinds of forces or energies of the empirical sphere belong to this entity alone. Sutra Bhashya 111, Brahma Sutra Bhashya. So, meaning or summary of that Bhashya, here it is told what is Brahman means. So, it is Sarva Shakta, Sarvajna, Sarvavyapi, Sarvabhutantaratma. Eko Dev Sarvabhuteshu Gudha, Sarvavyapi, Sarvabhutantaratma, Karmadhyaksha, Sarvabhutadhivasaha, Sakshi Cheta, Kevalo, Nirgunascha, Shweta Shrotropanishad Vakyam, mantra. This is. So, it's also telling the same thing, Eko Devaha. God is one. Sarvabhuteshu Gudha. He is there everywhere, being Antaratma or Pratyagatma, every being. Sarvabhuteshu Gudha. Sarvavyapi. He is all pervading. Sarvabhutantaratma. He is Antaratma of every being. Karma Adhyaksha. He is the witness of every karma or deed of every being. Karma Adhyaksha. Sarva or president or witness. Sarvabhutadivasaha. He is inside everything, every being. Anurenu Trunakashta, what we say. He is Sarvabhutadivasa. Sakshi, Cheta, Kevalo, Nirgunascha. He is the witness, Sakshi. Cheta, he is Chaitanya. Chit or Jnana. Chaitanya means energy behind everything, like electricity, electrical energy behind every appliance, electrical appliances, like iron box, fan, TV, anything. So, Sakshi, Cheta, Kevalo, Nirgunascha. He is Kevala, it's Kaivalya Swarupa, Moksha Swarupa, or the only one. Kevala. Kevalo Nirgunascha. He is Trigunatita. He is beyond Sattva, Raja, Tamas. So that is the nature of Brahman, what we are seeing here. Next, third thing. In this world or Prapancha. So we have seen what is Brahma Vidya. We have seen what is Brahman. Now, what is this world? In this world or Prapancha that is before us, there are various kinds of substances or objects having different names and different forms. So, while studying this broad outline of Vedanta, we should not be biased, please. If you have some knowledge different from this, please don't mix up with this. Keep it separate, or actually, we have to leave them all when listening this, so you can understand in a better way. So, this prapancha or world that is before us, that is in front of us, or we are seeing, there are various kinds of substances or objects having different names and different forms, namarupatmakam jagat, which are being perceived by the senses, indriyas. There are innumerable jivas or souls who are performing different actions and functions and are experiencing their results or fruits. With regard to the actions or karmas performed by the jivas, there is a rigid law of nature stipulating that for a particular action done in a particular place and at a particular time, by virtue of a particular cause alone, the fruit or result should accrue. So, there is karma phala for everything, whatever a jiva does it, thinking that he is jiva. If he cognize that he is Brahman, there is no karma phala, because he is beyond karmas, because he knows that he is only the witness, only that body which is not related to me, body and the senses are doing their work. I am the witness only. So, when we see as jiva, then all this come, the karma and karma phala. Who formulated this rigid law and how? This karma niyama. Because yatha dhenu sahasreshu vatso vindati mataram evam purva kritam karma kartaram anugacchati. Means among thousands of cows, a group of herd of cows, it's what's a kid, that cow, it recognizes its mother among thousands or innumerable cow group or herd. It can recognize. It is the best example for a karma phala goes to the same person. Even though there are so many innumerable jivas in the world, whatever done by some jiva, it follows the same jiva in the next janma also. It is like the cow kid, which can recognize and which can reach its own mother cow in the group of innumerable number of cows. So, here what we are seeing, how this karma law is very rigid and how it happens. This question cannot even be imagined by the mind. The substratum, it is achintya, anuhya. The substratum for such a world uh, like this to appear or manifest, that is Vyakta Prapancha, how it becomes Vyakta and then disappear by in is itself Brahman. So this is only Brahman only, this Jagat also. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Hmm. All this is Brahman only, the ultimate reality. But we are seeing different shapes, different Namarupa, name and shapes, forms. But ultimately, the basis behind this is Brahman only. It is only the Maya or Avidya that is showing us with the different varieties. Like it is to deceive us, or it is to perpetuate the Srishti, to continue the Srishti, these attractions, everything. So, this is what we have seen today, discussed. Next, we will see in the next session. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Hare Rama.